Hello friends and welcome back to Picturesology. In this quick snap video we will learn about placement of Jupiter in the sign of Capricorn for Taurus rising horoscope. So when Taurus, which is the second sign of the zodiac, rises in a horoscope, then Capricorn falls in the ninth house. So this video is also about placement of Jupiter in ninth house for Taurus rising chart. So when we have a Taurus rising horoscope, which is the second sign of the zodiac rising, then Jupiter becomes lord of the 8th house because there is sign Sagittarius placed here. And the sign Pisces, which is the second sign ruled by Jupiter, is placed in the 11th house. So Jupiter directly affects the affairs of 8th and 11th houses. Now 8th house is one of the biggest mystery of astrology. And at the same time, along with 6th and 12th, it is known as trick house or one of the most negative houses in a chart. But you see, though the Jupiter is lord of 8th house, which is a negative place, but it is placed in the 9th house, which is one of the most desirable house of luck in a chart. So these two seemingly contradicting characteristics makes this placement of Jupiter very difficult to predict, and we will see in next few minutes what exactly it means. But apart from the 8th, 9th and 11th house on which Jupiter is either the lord or is placed, Jupiter will also have a direct say on the first house affairs because Jupiter will have an aspect on the first house. According to Vedic astrology, Jupiter will also aspect third house and the fifth house, and these are the fifth aspect, seventh aspect and ninth aspect of Jupiter. So you see, there are umpteen number of significations of your life which can be controlled or at least directed by the placement of Jupiter here, and we will learn in next few minutes some of the most practical and significant outputs of this Jupiter's placement. So before we start our analysis, another very important thing to consider is when you have ascendant as Taurus, that means the lord of ascendant is Venus, and Venus is known as the teacher of demons or asuras, and Jupiter is also a teacher, but in Vedic philosophy Jupiter is known as the teacher of gods. So Venus is the guru of demons or asuras, whereas Jupiter is the guru of the gods. And these two, because there is an inherent enmity between these two groups, Venus and Jupiter, though both of them are highly intellectual, both of them have high intelligence, both of them know the secret of the universe, yet they both do not go along well with each other. And this relationship has to be kept in mind for any analysis of Jupiter's placement in Taurus rising horoscope. So with this thing in mind, let's talk about Jupiter's aspect on the first house. So whenever, irrespective of any horoscope or any ascendant, whenever Jupiter is in the ninth house and it aspects the first house, it is considered as a extremely lucky position. And Jupiter in the ninth house generally supposed to give you a life which goes on without much of a trouble, which goes on without much of financial problem or any other kind of problem, personal, professional. And at the same time, Jupiter here is known to give you a good name, a good reputation in the society. But because there is this natural enmity between the Venus and Jupiter which we just talked about, what happens in this scenario is the good name and lucky disposition is there. It will be there no matter what, but there are possibility of chances like sometimes you may be in some kind of, say, financial crunch. Monetary position may not be good, but still you will have an image or people will think that you are well off. So that kind of contradicting situations can arise because of this placement of Jupiter and inherent enmity between Jupiter and Lord of Ascendant Venus. Now in any case, because Jupiter is placed in the 9th house of society, of social presence, of social circle, and it is Lord of your 11th house, which shows your friends, and at the same time it has an aspect on your overall life house, that is the 1st house. So people with this placement generally have a very good social presence. They have people or friends in high society. People from diverse areas of life are known to them, and they themselves are known for their social activities. Many times, if Venus is well placed, they would be part of social clubs, doing social warfares, or just for some kind of fun. They would be like a social animal, basically, would love to engage and entertain with people. And depending upon the position of Moon and Venus, that social club can differ. Then it could be religious club if the horoscope is religiously inclined, or it could be club for outdoor activities, or in women it could simply mean kitty parties. But in any case, this Jupiter generally gives a very well and good connected friends and social circle with not only fun and enjoyment, but a lot of benefit from those connections also. Now Jupiter again in the 9th house of travel in an active sign of Capricorn tend to give a lot of travel to the person, and this especially happen when Moon, which is the Lord of 3rd house, is supporting in some case. In any case, these people have a strong desire to travel across, and they love to go to different places. Now since Jupiter is also Lord of 8th house, which is the sign or the house of sudden gains, and it not only shows sudden gains, but it shows sudden gains from places where you least expect it to be. It can also show money bequeathed upon you by your ancestors, or money which you get after passing away of a person. So Jupiter, this Lord of 8th house like this in 9th house, can give you sudden gains, provided again Venus and Moon are well placed in the horoscope. If these two planets support, then it not only shows that you may get some kind of legacy, but it can also show that you will live a legacy to your kids later on. And in any case, this placement do give a tendency to be extra protective towards your own family members, and more specifically your kids. Jupiter here, especially being the Lord of 11th, placed here in the 9th and having a direct aspect on the house of kids, which is the 5th house, and Jupiter itself being Karaka of children, shows that the person could be overtly protective and worried about well-being of their kids. However, to understand the situation fully about the progeny and kids, the 5th house, which is ruled by Mercury, has to be fully looked at. Now, as we discussed in the beginning, there are amazing number of areas of life which are affected by this one placement of Jupiter. Almost half of the horoscope has some or the other effect of Jupiter placement here, and we will talk about them in detail in a detailed video series. For this video, I'm just going to stop here, and I really hope you liked this video. Please do like and subscribe to my channel to continue to receive videos and updates like this. Thank you so much for being with me so far, and hope to see you again soon. Bye bye.